Hey everybody, this is Blast338 coming at you with another Phasmophobia and Talking D&D with Mr. Faust. Tonight we are talking about the Artificer. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Faust.
Oh, no problem. I look forward to this every week.
And so do I. So this is the end of our classes. How crazy is that? I didn't think we'd get here this quickly.
Had to get here sooner or later.
Well, that's very true. So the Artificer, this is a very interesting class. They have a lot of good things. They have 3 subclasses as of right now. Hopefully some more will be coming out for them. And they are out of, and I hold no secrets on this, my favorite book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Of course, this is not sponsored. If you want to sponsor us, Wizards, please. Wizards of the Coast, you're more than welcome to if you ever hear this. I'll take your money.
Yeah, seriously.
You need somebody to play test something, just let me know.
I would do it for that alone.
Exactly. You can contact me or Mr. Faust, and we'll make it happen. But yeah, the Artificer, I've played one of these twice, and both times it was the Armorer. A great class. They have they're a spellcaster, they're a creator. You know, this is one of those classes that has a ton of just usefulness, utility. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. That goldfish memory coming in handy again.
Oh, they have incredible utility. They are masters of magical items, for 1. 2, they have a mixture of spells from the cleric and wizard spell lists.
And just to be able to create magic items.
Absolutely.
Is a lot of fun. I'm very happy they came out with this class. They get a lot of great stuff. They're a D8 hit points, so they can take a hit. They can dish out the hits. In fact, they can dish out the hits, then dish out the hits, and then dish out the hits. Depending upon what class you take, or subclass.
Very true.
So, if you want to go ahead and get us started, let's go ahead and talk about, I guess, proficiencies and things of that nature.
Yeah, we'll start with that. We usually do. Excuse me. Masters of Invention. Artificers use ingenuity and magic to unlock extraordinary capabilities in objects. They see magic as a complex system waiting to be decoded and then harnessed in their spells and inventions. You can find everything you need to play one of these inventors in the next few sections. Artificers use a variety of tools to channel their arcane power. To cast a spell, an artificer might use alchemist supplies to create a potent elixir, calligrapher's supplies to inscribe a sigil of power, or tinker's tools to craft a temporary charm. The magic of artificers is tied to their tools and their talents, and few other characters can produce the right tool for the job as well as an artificer. I like the intro.
Yes, very much so.
So, as an artificer, you're going to gain the following class abilities. As Blast said, it's a 1d8 hit die. So, definitely not bad for the front lines. You're not going to be a fighter, you're not going to be a barbarian, but there is a subclass of the Artificer called the Armorer, which I'll be talking about later, that specializes in upgrading the armor that you wear.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it's great. It's I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, we're not going to spoil it.
Nope, no spoilers.
Decent proficiencies with really good saving throws. With armor, we have light armor, medium armor, and shields. So this is already suggesting that a melee build is more than viable.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
For weapons, we have simple weapons. Now, you'll understand why later when we get into the subclasses, but you won't be using your simple weapons very often. For tools, we have thieves' tools, tinker's tools, one type of artisan's tools of your choice. Tools are the bread and butter of what they're capable of doing. It's how they make their infusions, it's how they create their little creatures, it's what they do. They are craftsmen.
Very much so.
The saving throws I really like. It's Constitution and Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they get proficiency with Constitution because not many classes do.
No, and it's great, especially because they have a lot of concentration spells.
Uh-huh.
So to be able to maintain the concentration on that spell is a very good thing.
Absolutely. For skills, they have 2 to choose. We have Arcana, History, Investigation, Medicine, Nature, Perception, and Sleight of Hand.
All very good skills.
Very good skills. And I like that being the armor, you can take one type of armor and Sleight of Hand becomes a much more viable option in combat and outside of combat.
The enemy can't swing a sword if they don't have a sword.
Exactly. Now let's check out the equipment. You get any 2 simple weapons. You get a light crossbow and 20 bolts. You get studded leather armor or scale mail. So a light armor or a medium armor.
Mm-hmm.
And you get thieves' tools and a dungeoneer's pack.
Oh, wow.
And now there is an optional rule that comes from Unearthed Arcana.
Okay.
It's called firearm proficiency.
Okay.
The secrets of gunpowder weapons have been discovered in various corners of the D&D multiverse. If your Dungeon Master uses the rules of firearms in the Dungeon Master's Guide and your Artificer has been exposed to the operation of such weapons, the Artificer is proficient with them.
Ooh.
Very cool, right?
You get bang bangs.
And, of course, I would allow that in my campaigns. I know it errs away a little bit from the high fantasy element of most campaigns.
I don't know.
Kind of situates it.
I would disagree with that.
How so?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do like a fully automatic like M16 or something like that. But like a blunderbuss? I mean, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I think so too.
I think a blunderbuss would be perfectly reasonable.
A flintlock pistol?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, something that's not like semi-auto, but like...
But yeah, it just makes sense to me that an artificer would be able to craft something like this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, they can craft a companion out of steel.
I know.
So, I mean, creating a firearm can't be complicated for them at all.
It's kind of crazy if you think about it.
I'd like to see that, actually.
What's that?
An artificer fighting with pistols.
I could see it.
I could see it too. I think that'd be really cool. But we're getting away from the topic.
Yep. Hey, Tiger, how's it going?
What's up, Tiger? Tiger, we're talking about the Artificer today. It's the craftsman class of D&D. They build things, they manipulate magic using certain objects. They are craftsmen to the core. They're half-casters, and they're a really fun class that we're talking about. So let's get into their first level abilities. Magical Tinkering.
Ooh.
And bear in mind, I am not very familiar with the Artificer class. So a lot of this is going to be new to me. I know you guys have played Artificers in the past, and I think that's awesome. I just don't understand all the mechanics, so I'm learning with you.
Mm-hmm.
At first level, you've learned how to invest a spark of magic into mundane objects. To use this ability, you must have thieves' tools or artisans' tools in hand. You then touch a tiny non-magical object as an action and give it one of the following magical properties of your choice. The object sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet. Great if you don't have a torch.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to camp for the night, you need a little bit of light, but you know at 30 feet no one's going to see it. Whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away. You utter the message when you bestow the property on the object, and the recording can be no more than 6 seconds long.
That's cool.
That's really cool, and I could see it applying to a lot of situations. If the party gets split up and they're supposed to meet at the tavern, but the rest of the party hasn't arrived yet or had to leave, you can leave a message for the rest of your party saying, okay, we had to go here, meet us here.
Yep.
Next up, the object continuously emits your choice of an odor or a nonverbal sound, such as wind, waves, chirping, etc. The chosen phenomenon is perceivable up to 10 feet away. If you need to distract guards, I could see this being very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you make it sound like whispers.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, a static visual effect appears on one of the object's surfaces. This effect can be a picture, up to 25 words of text, lines and shapes, or a mixture of these elements as you like. Again, leaving messages, leaving notes.
Mm-hmm.
The image of a map, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
The chosen property lasts indefinitely. As an action, you can touch the object and end the property early. You can bestow magic on multiple objects, touching one object each time you use this feature, though a single object can only bear one property at a time. The maximum number of objects you can affect with this feature at a time is equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1 object. If you try to exceed your maximum, the oldest property immediately ends, and then a new property applies.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool little effects that if you're creative, like our group usually is, could be used for a lot of neat things.
Oh, yeah.
Also at first level, we gain spellcasting.
Yep.
Now, Artificers are only half-casters, which means their highest level spells only go to 5th level. However, the spells that they do get are pretty impressive. As I was saying earlier, they almost have a mix of cleric spells and wizard spells. Which I always thought was...
They get some really good spells. I mean, it's... They do get a very nice smattering of very good spells.
I agree. I'm reading through the list right now, and I'm incredibly impressed.
That's the nice thing about Tasha's is they put all the spells right there for you.
With the class, yes. So, at second level, we have an ability called Infuse Item. You've gained the ability to imbue mundane items with certain magical infusions, turning those objects into magical items. When you gain this feature, pick 4 Artificer infusions to learn, choosing from the Artificer infusions section at the end of the class's description. You learn additional infusions of your choice when you reach certain levels of this class, as shown in the Infusions Known column of the Artificer table.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace one of the Artificer infusions you learned with a new one. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your Artificer infusions, turning it into a magic item. An infusion works on only certain types of objects, as specified in the infusion's description. If an item requires attunement, you can attune yourself to it the instant you infuse the item. If you decide to attune to the item later, you must do so using the normal process for attunement. Continuing, your infusion remains in an item indefinitely, but when you die, the infusion vanishes after a number of days equal to your intelligence modifier. The infusion also vanishes if you replace your knowledge of the infusion. You can infuse more than... Go ahead.
Do that so you don't create something, then your party kills you for it.
Exactly. Because everyone always has that one rogue. Uh-huh. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, Mittens.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. Where are you?
You can infuse more than
ghost.
one... Oh, okay. Should I be quiet for a minute?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So you can infuse more than one non-magical object at the end of a long rest. The maximum number of objects appears in the infused items column of the Artificer table. You must touch each of the objects, and each of your infusions can only be one object at a time. Moreover, no object can bear more than one of your infusions at a time. If you try to exceed your maximum number of infusions, the oldest infusion ends, and the new infusion applies. If an infusion ends on an item that contains other things, like a bag of holding, its contents harmlessly appear in and around its space. So there's a whole list of infusions. Let's see if I can find it here.
Yeah, they can make things like a alchemist jug. They can make like boots of flying. All kinds. I think they could even, like, at a much higher level, do like ring of like spell storing or something like that.
Yes, they can do that. They also have martial and ranged options. You can enhance your weapons. You can enhance your defense. You can get something called Boots of the Winding Path that allows you to teleport 15 feet as a bonus action. Which is huge, because teleportation does not provoke opportunity attacks.
Right.
So we won't go through all of the infusions. But we will continue down the list here.
Okay.
At third level, there's an ability called the right tool for the job. You've learned how to produce exactly the tool you need. With Thieves' Tools or Artisan's Tools in hand, you can magically create one set of Artisan's Tools in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you. This creation requires 1 hour of uninterrupted work, which can coincide with a short or long rest. Though the product of magic, the tools are non-magical and they vanish when you use this feature again. This one confuses me a little bit. Because if you already have Artisan's Tools in hand, why would you need to create a set of Artisan's Tools?
Well, you can use Artisan Tools or is it Thieves' Tools?
Thieves' Tools. Right, so I could see the utility of using the Thieves' Tools to create Artisan's Tools if yours are broken or lost or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess there is some value in it. At 4th level, we've discussed this many times, we have an ability score improvement.
Yep. And there's a lot of really good feats and stuff that'll go very well with an Artificer.
Oh, there really are.
Ooh, Tiger's Rock Gnome is a rogue with a noble background.
Ooh, with the noble background?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a Tabaxi rogue that decided to go chaotic evil on us.
Chaotic evil.
That was completely chaotic evil. She got 2 party members, well, herself and another party member killed.
Not just killed, executed.
Well, beheaded. Oh, I still don't know what the hell she was thinking, but okay.
Yeah, but she typically plays incredibly chaotic characters.
Very much so.
I mean, more than anyone I've ever met.
Well, that's Arrow.
Mm-hmm. So at 6th level, you gain tool expertise. Your proficiency bonus is now doubled for any ability check you make that uses your proficiency with the tool.
Yeah, expertise and stuff like that is amazing.
It really is. I can't impress enough the value of having as many skills as you possibly can. Because what you can do with them, what you can discern, what you can figure out, what you can find is just so wildly important to this game. Especially if you do a lot of exploration, as we usually do.
Yep.
So at 7th level, we have Flash of Genius. You've gained the ability to come up with solutions under pressure. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. This is really cool.
Yeah, they get some really good abilities.
They really do. And these are just base abilities. This isn't even a subclass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, moving along. When you reach 10th level, you achieve a profound understanding of how to use and make magic items. You can attune to up to 4 magic items at once. Generally speaking, characters only ever gain 3 magical items they can attune to. So that's a huge bonus right there.
Well, because a lot of what they create, they have to attune to.
Right.
So it doesn't make much sense to give them the ability to make these things and then not be able to attune to them.
Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And if you craft a magic item with a rarity of common or uncommon, it takes you quarter of the normal time, and it costs you half as much of the usual gold.
Yep.
And there are some great uncommon magical items.
Well, you get like, what is it, a bag of holding? I think it's considered
Holding you can get. Yep. Things like Cloak of Protection, Ring of Warmth. +1 magical items or ammunition, +1 armor.
Yeah, and it pretty much just poof these things into existence. Now you are taking one of your slots, basically, because you can't just go ahead and create everything under the sun. You're limited to a certain amount.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's in a pinch to be able to create an alchemist jug.
Right.
I mean, you have a 1 gallon jug that you can summon pretty much any liquid for a period of 24 hours, and it basically is unlimited.
Yep.
I mean, that is just absolutely crazy.
It's incredible. It is. It's absolutely incredible. So at 11th level, you can now store a spell in an object. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch one simple or martial weapon or one item that you can use as a spellcasting focus, and you store a spell in it, choosing a 1st or 2nd level spell from your Artificer spell list that requires 1 action to cast. While holding the object, a creature can take an action to produce the spell's effect from it, using your spellcasting ability modifier. If the spell requires concentration, the creature must concentrate. The spell stays in the object until it's been used a number of times equal to twice your intelligence modifier, or until you use this feature again to store a spell in an object. Wow. So, for instance, you could take 1 action to cast Enhance Ability before you attack, or Enlarge Reduce.
Yep.
Wow. Web.
Yeah, web's a good one. I like web.
I know you do. Yeah, I know you do. Or you could cast Catapult and then charge into combat.
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. So that was 11th level. Next up we have 14th level. At 14th level, your skill with magic items deepens more. You can attune to up to 5 magical items at once. Wow. Oh wow, you ignore all class, race, spell, and level requirements on attuning to or using a magic item.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Huh.
You want to wield what's that cleric only sword? Go for it.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You can... That is... Yeah, it's kind of cray-cray.
Yeah, that's absurdly powerful. And I feel like it's just going to get crazier. Starting at 18th level, you can attune up to 6 magic items at once. Jesus.
Well, again,
Soul of Artifice.
a lot of what you're creating requires attunement. And that comes into the subclasses, and we'll get into that when we start talking about those.
Right.
So it sounds like a lot, but really, there's some you're going to have to pick and choose.
That's true.
Alrighty, so what's next?
Soul of Artifice. At 20th level, you develop a mystical connection to your magic items, which you can draw on for protection. Oh, this is broken. You gain a +1 bonus to all saving throws per magical item you are currently attuned to, effectively giving you a +6 bonus to all saving throws.
Don't you love it?
And if you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can use your reaction to end one of your Artificer infusions, causing you to drop to 1 hit point instead of 0. And I guess feasibly you could do this 6 times in a combat.
Well, I think, isn't it like you have to finish a short long rest or something?
Nope.
No.
No.
Well, then I totally misread that.
Yeah, if you have 6 infusions going.
Which isn't hard with some of these subclasses.
Actually, I'm wrong.
Okay.
At 20th level, you have 12 infusions.
Oh. 12. Ooh la la.
Wow.
Now you can gift. See, the cool thing is too, like as long as you're alive, you can gift out your infusions.
Right. I remember Kevin, who you play with online. Kevin played an Artificer when they first came out. And I remember him basically handing out magical item infusions like they were nothing.
Yeah, we always play like high-level campaigns and stuff, so it's like, it's not unreasonable to whatchamacallit, to have a lot of infusions.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is a unique class. Okay, so I guess now we're on subclasses, which are gained at level 3. Did you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. So, for my subclass, I chose the Armorer. Artificers can go a few different ways. There are some Artificers who are alchemists. There are Artificers who focus on their armor, obviously. And there are Artificers that like to hurl energy projectiles. They like explosions, and they're called the Artillerists.
Yes.
But the armor seemed really cool to me because everything suggested when I read the beginning of this class that it could be tanky, that it could be an upfront fighter.
Oh, yes, they are. Very much so.
So I wanted to get into this to see if this subclass actually matched that. So, an Artificer who specializes as an armorer modifies armor to function almost like a second skin. The armor is enhanced to hone the Artificer's magic, unleash potent attacks, and generate a formidable defense. The Artificer bonds with this armor, becoming one with it even as they experiment with it and refine its magical capabilities. When you adopt this specialization at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with heavy armor. You also gain proficiency with smith's tools. If you already have this tool proficiency, you gain proficiency with one other type of artisan's tools of your choice. Armor spells. Starting at 3rd level, you always have certain spells prepared after you reach particular levels in this class, as shown in the armor spells table. These spells count as Artificer spells for you, but they don't count against the number of Artificer spells you prepare. So these are always prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So at 3rd level, we have Magic Missile and Thunder Wave. Okay, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
At 5th level, we have Mirror Image and Shatter.
Ooh,
That
Shatter's
is cool.
a good one.
Shatter's a really good one. At 9th level, we have Hypnotic Pattern and Lightning Bolt.
Both very good spells.
At 13th level, we have Fire Shield and Greater Invisibility. Oh, and this is interesting. At 17th level, they gain Pass Wall and Wall of Force.
Huh.
Although, if they're as tanky as they actually are, I could see them going in with the big bad and putting a Wall of Force out around themselves to keep the big bad locked in and buy the rest of the party some time.
Right.
So let's get into the meat of it. Arcane Armor. Beginning at 3rd level, your metallurgical pursuits have led you to making armor a conduit for your magic.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor, provided you have smith's tools in hand.
Okay.
You gain the following benefits while wearing this armor. If the armor normally has a strength requirement, the arcane armor lacks this requirement for you.
I wish for sanity.
Wow. You can use the armor as a spellcasting focus for your Artificer spells. The armor attaches to you and can't be removed against your will. It also expands to cover your entire body, although you can retract or deploy the helmet as a bonus action. The armor replaces any missing limbs, functioning identically to a body part it is replacing. You can doff or don the armor as an action. The armor continues to be arcane armor until you don another suit of armor or you die.
Okay.
That's all very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I especially like how it replaces any missing limbs.
Yes.
Because, what was the name of the character he played? Gnasher, Biter, Nibbler... Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Nibbles and Mittens both lost limbs.
Yes.
So had they been an Artificer armor, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, no, that would have been perfectly fine. They would have had their armor. They could have very easily just donned their armor, and that was that.
Next up. Oh, this is also at 3rd level. You can customize your arcane armor. When you do so, choose one of the following armor models: Guardian or Infiltrator. Nice. The model you choose gives you special benefits while you wear it. Each model includes a special weapon. When you attack with that weapon, you can add your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity to the attack and damage rolls. You can change the armor's model whenever you finish a short or long rest.
Welcome back.
That's cool.
Job's ready for you.
Guardian armor. You design your armor to be in the front line of conflict. It has the following features. Thunder gauntlets. Each of the armor's gauntlets counts as a simple melee weapon while you aren't holding anything in it, and it deals 1d8 thunder damage on a hit. A creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you until the start of your next turn, as the armor magically emits a distracting pulse when the creature attacks someone else. Also, defensive field. As a bonus action, you can gain temporary hit points equal to your level in this class, replacing any temporary hit points you already have. You lose these temporary hit points if you doff the armor. You can use this bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Phenomenal
definitely,
feature.
Definitely built to be a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have the Infiltrator. You customize your armor for subtle undertakings. It has the following features. Lightning Launcher. A gem-like node appears on one of your armored fists or on the chest, your choice. It counts as a simple ranged weapon with a normal range of 90 feet and a long range of 300 feet. And it deals 1d6 lightning damage on a hit. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to that target. You also gain powered steps. Your walking speed increases by 5 feet. And your last ability is called Dampening Field. You have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on such checks, the advantage and disadvantage cancel each other, as normal. So you can stealth wearing plate armor.
Yep. Full plate. And you could be
That's
just
absurd.
You could be just as sneaky as the rogue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. At 5th level, you can attack twice, rather than once, when you take the attack action on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Always a good thing to get an extra attack.
Oh, yeah. Never gonna hear me complain about that.
No. Armor modifications. At 9th level, you learn how to use your Artificer infusions to specially modify your arcane armor. That armor now counts as separate items for the purposes of your infuse items feature. Armor, being the chest piece, boots, helmet, and the armor's special weapon. Each of those items can bear one of your infusions, and the infusions transfer over if you change your armor's model with the armor model feature. In addition, the maximum number of items you can infuse at once increases by 2, but those extra items must be part of your arcane armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to get 2 extra infusions is nice.
Oh, yeah. And being able to modify different pieces of your armor is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep, my helmet can give me protection, my chest piece can do this, my gauntlet can do that. I mean, it's
endless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go with level 15 now. Perfected Armor. Your arcane armor gains additional benefits based on its model, as shown below. Guardian. Whoa. When a huge or smaller creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to magically force it to make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, you pull the creature up to 25 feet directly to an unoccupied space. If you pull the creature to a space within 5 feet of you, you can make a melee weapon attack against it as a part of this reaction.
Kind of cray-cray, right?
That's cool. Yeah. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses of it when you finish a long rest. Not bad, though.
No.
I mean, a huge or smaller creature. and the Infiltrator ability. Any creature that takes lightning damage from your lightning launcher glimmers with magical light until the start of your next turn. The glimmering creature sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls against you, as the light jolts if it attacks you. In addition, the next attack roll against it has advantage, and if the attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d6 lightning damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Because you figure they have 2 attacks a turn.
Mm-hmm.
You hit someone, you could just hit the same creature, so you're going to do 1d6 lightning, plus 1d6 lightning for the first attack.
Yep.
1d6 lightning for the third attack, plus an additional 1d6 lightning, so you're looking at 46 lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you pull someone to you.
Oh, yeah. They're no slouch. Like I said, they can dish it out.
They absolutely can. Wow. Okay. I am thoroughly impressed. Okay, now that we wrap that up, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah, the armor is absolutely amazing. I've played one of those twice, and the using the gem for the lightning attack is a lot of fun. You're basically Iron Man. Property of Marvel. You're not using it for. Please don't sue me. Let's see here. But yeah, some of the infusions. Boots of the Winding Path requires a level 6 Artificer. While wearing these boots, a creature can teleport 15 feet as a bonus action. Enhanced Arcane Focus. A rod or a staff. A wand requires attunement. While holding this item, a creature gains a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, the creature ignores half cover when making spell attacks. The bonus increases the +2 when you reach 10th level in this class. So that's always
And
nice.
I'm back.
Things that grow with you is very nice. I was just going over just 2 of the infusions real quick.
Okay.
Boots of the Winding Path and Enhanced Arcane Focus. And there's a bunch of them in here. So you did the armor, which is my personal favorite. There's another one that I really like.
It was incredibly cool.
There's another one that I really like, and that's the Artillerist.
I had a feeling you were going to go there.
It was either the Artillerist or, well, the Battlesmith is just. It is just great.
Battlesmith is pretty cool.
And then you have, there's one more, if I'm not mistaken, at least I believe.
Isn't it the Alchemist?
There it is. Yes, the Alchemist. So the Alchemist. An Alchemist is.
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know anything about the Alchemist.
I don't either. I really don't. So let's learn a little bit together.
That works for me.
So an alchemist is an expert in combining regents to produce mystical effects. Alchemists use their creation to give life, to leech it away.
Ooh.
Alchemy is the oldest of artificer traditions and versatility. Yeah. Yeah, versatility has long been valued during times of war and peace. So you gain tool proficiency. You gain proficiency with an alchemist supplies. If you already have proficiency in this, you get another type of artisan tools of your choice. Alchemist spells. These are basically your domain spells. They're always prepared. They don't count towards your prepared spells. At 3rd level, you get Healing Word and Ray of Sickness.
Nice.
5th level is Flame Sphere and Melf's Acid Arrow. At 9th level, you get Gaseous Form and Mass Healing Word.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. At 13th level, you get Blight and Death Ward.
That's cool.
This one here, 17th level, Cloud Kill and Raise Dead.
Okay, so they're going with a kind of a, I'm gonna say necromancer in the way that it deals with life and death.
It's
like,
yeah,
they're on both spectrums. They can do necromantic things like raise the dead, cast Cloud Kill, cast Blight.
They can harm, they can heal.
Yeah, in the opposite spectrum, they have decent healing as well.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you finish this is experimental elixir. Now, this is at 3rd level as well. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can magically produce an experimental elixir in an empty flask you touch. Roll on the experimental elixir table for the elixir's effect, which is triggered when someone drinks the elixir. An action: a creature can drink the elixir or administer to an incapacitated creature.
That's huge.
You can create additional experimental elixirs by expending a spell slot of 1st level or higher for each one. When you do so, you use your action to create the elixir in an empty flask you touch. You choose the elixir's effect from the experimental elixirs table. Creating an experimental elixir requires you to have alchemist supplies on your person, and any elixir you create with this feature lasts until it's drunk or until the end of your next long rest. When you reach certain levels in this class, you can make more elixirs at the end of the long rest. 2 at level 6, 3 at level 15. Okay. And roll for the elixir's effects separately. Each elixir requires its own flask. Alright, so you're getting, basically at 3rd level, you're getting 1 elixir for free. You don't control what it does. You're rolling randomly on the table, and it's a D6. And then it's at level 6, you're getting 2 of them, 3 of them at level 15.
10 burn spell slots.
And the nice thing is, if you spend a spell slot, you pick what it does.
Exactly.
Now, you know what the effect is. Like, you can randomly roll. And let's go over the effects real quick. Like I said, there's only 6 of them. If you roll a 1, it's healing. The drinker regains number of hit points equal to 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier. Okay, that's a good health potion. Swiftness. The drinker walking speed increases by 10 feet for 1 hour. Resilience.
Wow.
The drinker gains a +1 bonus to their AC for 10 minutes. Boldness. The drinker can roll a d4 and add a number of roll to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute. For 10 rounds, they're going to get an additional d4 to every attack roll and saving throw.
That's massive, because most combats don't last longer than 5 rounds.
Nope. If you roll a 5, the drinker gains the ability to fly at a speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes. If you roll a 6, it's transformation. The drinker's body is transformed as by the alter self spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, the effects of which last for 10 minutes. So you gain natural weapons like claws, fangs, a tail. This also, I believe, allows you to get gills.
I think you're right. I think you can gain swimming speed through this.
That's pretty good. I would definitely burn a couple of level 1 spell slots especially for the healing and that boldness. I mean, you give the barbarian and a fighter each an elixir of boldness that they down before they go into combat.
Exactly.
Like, okay, we're going to get into combat here. We're going to roll initiative soon. Oh, as my I guess surprise action round, I'm going to down this bottle of elixir the Artificer gave me. And the cool thing here is there's no ill effects. I was actually kind of expecting
a negative.
Exactly. Like a potion of slowness or something that lasts like maybe a round or two, or maybe for a minute, or your speed is cut in half, or you're poisoned for like 10 minutes or something. It's kind of refreshing to have something like this where there's no negative. I mean, flight's a little funny, but I could see that also if you're trying to cross a crevasse, or a bridge is destroyed or something and you need to get across. Okay, I could whip up a couple of, and it only says first level spells. So you could sacrifice higher level spells, I would assume.
That's my guess as well. Oh yeah, first level or higher.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can totally like sacrifice higher level spells. Now, would you want to? Depending. I mean, always haste at level 3 is always a good thing. You want to save a slot for that. But in reality, a lot of the Artificer spells are kind of buff or debuff. So
I noticed.
Alright, so at 5th level, you get Alchemist Savant. You develop masterful command of magical chemicals, enhancing the healing and damage you create through them. Whenever you cast a spell using your alchemist supplies as the spellcasting focus, you gain a bonus to one roll of the spell. That roll must restore hit points or be damage roll that deals acid, fire, and necrotic poison damage. And the bonus equals your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1.
That's not bad.
Cast a spell using your alchemist supplies. Okay. Yeah, so you're basically
whatever spell you cast, let's say it's a fireball, it would be 8d6 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, the bonus equals your intelligence modifier. So plus 5.
Right.
Well, hopefully it's a plus 5. I mean, at 5th level, you probably should have a 20 in intelligence.
Yes.
Even with point buy, you should have a 20 in intelligence.
Mm-hmm. And you want to max that out first as an artificer.
Mm-hmm. Restorative regents? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
9th level, alchemist feature. You incorporate restoration spells or restorative regents into your works. Whenever a creature drinks an experimental elixir you create, or you created... I need to get a better light in this room.
Not the first time you've complained about that.
I'm reading off the RGB on my computer.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, yeah, creature drinks the elixir you created. The creature gains temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus your intelligence modifier. Okay.
That's not bad.
So, if you gave them a potion of healing, They're getting 2d4 plus 2d6 plus 5. Oh, plus 10. Because the healing also incorporates your intelligence modifier. So let's see here. 4 and 4 is 8 plus 12. That's 20. It's 30 hit points.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Hey, that'll get you up, and you could take a couple of hits with that.
Well, and this is only 9th level.
Yes. Unless you're playing one of our campaigns, and then, like, you know, the damage dealt is like 65 points at a time.
Well, that last encounter I knew could be lethal.
Very much was.
I don't like when you guys die. Like, it bothers me.
Well, to be fair, our barbarian, or our fighter, ran into the middle of a field by himself with no backup and used his entire action to do so.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not like, hey, I'm going to move and then hold my action if she comes near me. No, I'm going to dash, use my entire action to run 60 feet away from the party where nobody can help me because you're out of the range of silvery barbs. You're out of the range of all those kind of nice spells.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually surprised he stayed on his feet as long as he did.
I was impressed. Yeah, I was actually impressed.
Alrighty. So the other effect here is you can cast Lesser Restoration without expending a spell slot and without preparing the spell, provided you use alchemist supplies as the spellcasting focus. You can do so a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Oh, that's really helpful.
I was just blinded. Help me. Here, drink this potion. I'm now going to remove that effect from you. I've just been poisoned. I've just been deafened. Yeah, that is crazy. All right, now at 15th level, Chemical Mastery. You have been exposed to so many chemicals that they pose little risk to you, and you can use them quickly to end certain ailments. You gain resistance to acid damage and poison damage, and you are immune to the poison condition. Ooh.
Wow.
I could have so much fun with that.
2 resistances and an immunity.
Yes. And we're not done yet. You can cast Greater Restoration and heal without expending a spell slot, without preparing the spell, and without material components, provided you use your alchemist supplies as the spellcasting focus. Once you cast either spell with this feature, you can't cast that spell again until you finish a long rest.
It's a free Greater Restoration and a free heal once per day.
Well, either spell, so you pick.
Oh, okay.
So you get either Greater Restoration or heal. So I could remove a major effect from you.
Uh-huh.
Or
I could heal you for 60 points of damage.
70.
Is it 70?
It's 70.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I didn't know the Alchemist was actually this strong. I like this. This is kind of like right up my alleyway right now. Because this is all about buffing. This is all about healing the group, honestly. A little bit of buff.
This is
but this is all about healing.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool one.
You know, with a couple of tweaks too, you could really make this into like a poisoner.
Oh my god, you could.
I would love to, like, just kind of tweak some of this a little bit and make this into a poisoner. Like, instead of a
You know what
potion
would
of
be
healing, it's a potion of harm. Or harming. Because obviously harm's a whole spell of its own.
right? You know what would be a really cool concept?
What's that?
If you were this class and you were masquerading as a cleric, but secretly building, devising, and creating poisons
Okay.
to sell on black markets and things like that. So by day, you'd look like any kind of cleric that was helping people because you have healing spells. But that would just be a cover for what you really did.
That would be fun. That definitely would be fun.
Yeah, now I'm developing character concepts. I don't even play characters. Well, not true. I'm playing one right now.
Yeah, but you usually don't get the opportunity to. Which is a shame.
Yeah, I'm relatively used to it though, and I really enjoy DMing. Oh wow, this book has a lot in it.
It really does.
Well, we have time here, so...
Yeah, let's go over, we have time to go over the, one of the other, subclasses, I think.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and handle that.
I can do that. Let's see here.
How about the artillerist? That sounded interesting to me.
Yeah, again, I don't know anything about this class either.
I don't either. I really don't.
Oh, perfect. So we're both going to learn something about the Artificer.
Yeah, the only thing I played was the armorer. And,
You played that both times, didn't you?
yes, yep. Yeah, so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know much about the Artificer other than obviously the armorer.
Okay. That's fine. We're going to learn.
Cool.
This is the Artillerist. An artillerist specializes in using magic to hurl energy, projectiles, and explosions on a battlefield. This destructive power is valued by armies in the wars on many different worlds. And when war passes, some members of this specialization seek to build a more peaceful world by using their powers to fight the resurgence of strife. The world-hopping gnome Artificer V has been especially vocal about making things right. It's about time we fix things instead of blowing them all to hell. So, at 3rd level, you gain a tool proficiency. You gain proficiency with woodcarver's tools. Obviously, if you already have that proficiency, you gain a proficiency in one other type of artisan's tools of your choice.
Okay.
Now, their spells. This is, well, you'll see. At 3rd level, we gain Shield and Thunderwave. Shield is always a great spell to have.
+5 to your AC automatically.
Yep. At 5th level, we have Scorching Ray and Shatter.
I love Shatter.
I know you
I
do.
really do. It's like one of my favorite spells.
At 9th level, we have Fireball and Wind Wall.
Okay.
At 13th level, we have Ice Storm and Wall of Fire.
Ooh.
Very combat heavy.
Wall of Fire is a great spell as well.
It's disruptive. Yeah, you guys use it pretty frequently, actually.
It's just a great spell for whatchamacallit. It crowd control, basically.
Yeah, it separates the battlefield.
You know, it does a great amount of damage. You can encircle something, or you can just draw a line. You know, there's no... You know, it's very little negatives sometimes to casting that.
Right. Alright, moving right along. At 17th level, we have Cone of Cold and Wall of Force.
Ooh.
Very damage heavy.
Cone of Cold is a great spell. Wall of Force is... I'm starting to... I think this is the first time I've ever taken it for a character I've played.
Mm-hmm. So at 3rd level, excuse me, we gain Eldritch Cannon. You've learned how to create a magical cannon. Using woodcarver's tools or smith's tools, you can take an action to magically create a smaller, tiny Eldritch Cannon in an unoccupied space on a horizontal surface within 5 feet of you. A small Eldritch Cannon occupies its space, and a tiny one can be held in one hand. Once you create a cannon, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest or until you expend a spell slot to create one. You can only have one cannon at a time and can't create one while your cannon is present. The cannon is a magical object. Regardless of size, the cannon has an AC of 18 and a number of hit points equal to 5 times your Artificer level. It is immune to poison damage and psychic damage. If it is forced to make an ability check or a saving throw, treat all its ability scores as a 10, so +0 modifier.
Yep.
If the mending spell is cast on it, it regains 2d6 hit points. It disappears if it is reduced to 0 hit points or after 1 hour. You can dismiss it early as an action. When you create the cannon, you determine its appearance and whether it has legs. You also decide which type it is, choosing from the options on the Eldritch Cannon's table. On each of your turns, you can take a bonus action to cause the cannon to activate if you are within 60 feet of it. As part of the same bonus action, you can direct the cannon to walk or climb up to 15 feet to an unoccupied space.
I just love that. This little cannon walking around on legs.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so much fun. It does a pretty good amount of damage, too. Have you said how much damage it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm about to. So you can make it a flamethrower.
Ooh.
The cannon exhales fire in an adjacent 15-foot cone that you designate.
Oh,
Each creature in that area.
I didn't know you could make it a flamethrower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC, taking 2d8 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Oh, man. You know what? It'd almost be worth to take a dip into Bard just so you can sing fire.
Oh my god. Wow.
All right, go ahead and continue. I'm going to I got to use the restroom myself, so I'll be right back in like a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I can still hear you.
Protector.
It's just I won't be able to talk to you.
But you'll be able to hear?
Yep.
Alright, Force Ballista. Make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon. So it's decent damage with a 5-foot push effect. I would never, ever create an encounter on a bridge if someone were this kind of artificer. Because my players absolutely love to steamroll me on bridges and throw the creature right off. Or bitch slap them with a Bigby's hand. Anyway, last up we have Protector.
Look, just because we've done it every single time doesn't mean we're going to continue to do it.
I don't think that's true at all.
It's not, but, you know. It's just too much fun. It really is. And there's feats that literally say you can throw people off bridges.
Mm-hmm. There are. Okay, so Protector. The cannon emits a burst of positive energy that grants itself and each creature of your choice within 10 feet of it a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier.
Mm.
There have been new reports of a cursed object nearby.
Oh.
This must be the reason that the
Oh my god.
Take a look. You may be
What's
able
that?
to use it to your advantage.
On each of your turns, you can take a bonus action to cause the cannon to activate.
Oh.
On each of your turns, you can give each creature of your choice within 10 feet 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier temporary hit points.
Oh.
And it doesn't say that it replaces temporary hit points, so you could just stack it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good class. Oh, this is what I was waiting for. 5th level, Arcane Firearm.
Okay.
You know how to turn a wand, staff, or rod into an arcane firearm, a conduit for your destructive spells. When you finish a long rest, you can use woodcarver's tools to carve special sigils into a wand, staff, or rod, and thereby turn it into your arcane firearm.
Mm-hmm.
The sigils disappear from the object if you later carve them on a different item. Otherwise, they last indefinitely.
Oh,
You
wow.
can use your arcane firearm as a spellcasting focus for your Artificer spells. When you cast an Artificer spell through the firearm, roll a d8, and you gain a bonus to one of the spell's damage rolls equal to the number rolled.
Additional D8 worth of damage? That's nice.
That is very nice.
Anytime we get extra damage is always a good thing.
Oh yeah. So, starting at 9th level, every Eldritch Cannon you create is more destructive.
Nice.
The cannon's damage rolls all increase by 1d8.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. As an action, you can command the cannon to detonate if you're within 60 feet of it. Doing so destroys the cannon and forces each creature within 20 feet of it to make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC, taking 3d8 force damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
Not as much damage as I would have anticipated, but it is a 20-foot radius.
Well, it's kind of a Hail Mary is what I kind of see it as.
Yeah.
Because what you put into it to create it, which is just basically a spell slot, yeah, to lose the ability to fire it each round and that type of stuff. I guess if it's the big bad and you know he's getting low and you need to do at least some damage,
Right.
okay, I'm going to do half damage on a save. So instead of missing with the shot, I'll just take him out altogether by exploding the cannon.
Right.
Because the cannon doesn't have bad speed either, does it?
Let me find out. Oh, I think it has 15 feet.
Okay, so it's half normal speed.
Which makes sense. I mean, it is just an adorable little cannon.
Right. Well, you can carry it in your hand too, so it's not like... I guess you'd be able to throw it, wouldn't you?
Oh my god, you would.
I mean, if it's able to be carried in a hand.
Yeah, you could just roll a strength check. Or a dexterity check to throw it.
Yeah, and that's if you want to target a specific area. You know, if you just wanted to toss it off to the side, like relatively near the bad guy.
And you could.
Yeah. Alright. I just love
So
that
by
flamethrower.
15th... I know, that one is cool, and it's a cone. That is so awesome. By 15th level, you're a master at forming well-defended emplacements using Eldritch Cannon. You and your allies have half cover while within 10 feet of the cannon you create with Eldritch Cannon, as a result of a shimmering field of magical protection that the cannon emits. And lastly, you can now have 2 cannons at the same time. You can create 2 with the same action, and you can activate both of them with the same bonus action.
Okay.
You determine whether the cannons are identical to each other or different.
Oh. So you can do one flamethrower and
One protector.
one force cannon. That's...
Yeah, you could do it that way. You could have the protector healing while the flamethrower is going.
Oh. Okay. That's...
Because you figure
yeah.
you put a tiny one at the frontline fighters, so it'll give them temporary hit points every round.
Mm-hmm.
And put the Force Ballista wherever you want to, or the Flamethrower wherever you want to. And they both activate on the same bonus action.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely, yeah, I like the Artificer.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I played the Armorer just because I wanted to be Iron Man. But
That makes sense.
yeah, the Armorer is nice. I just like the idea of the cannon.
It's pretty cool, and I see it almost on like metallic spider legs.
Ooh, that'd be fun. I mean, there's no right or wrong to it either. It's...
No, it's
Up
whatever
to
you want
you.
to see. It's awesome.
yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it since we still have about a half hour.
Oh, okay. Wow, it's only 8 o'clock.
Only 8 o'clock.
All right.
How about the Battlesmith?
Ooh, the Battlesmith.
The only thing I know about this class is that they get a companion.
Yes.
So armies require protection, and someone has to put things back together if defenses fail. A combination of protector and medic, a battlesmith is an expert at defending others and repairing both material and personnel. To aid in their work, battlesmiths are accompanied by a steel defender, a protective companion of their own creation. Many soldiers tell stories of nearly dying before being saved by a battlesmith and a steel defender. In the world of Eberron, and Eberron is a really unique campaign setting that I'd like to get back into one of these days, battlesmiths played a key role in House Cannith's work on battle constructs and the original Warforged. And after the last war, these artificers led efforts to aid those who were injured in the war's horrific battles. This should be interesting. Tool proficiency. When you adopt this specialization at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with smith's tools. If you already have this proficiency, you gain a proficiency with one other type of artisan's tools of your choice. Battlesmith spells. At 3rd level, we have Heroism and Shield. At 5th level, we have Branding, Smite, and Warding Bond. At 9th level, we have Aura of Vitality and Conjure Barrage.
Okay.
At 13th level, we have Aura of Purity and Fire Shield.
Wait, Conjure Barrage, isn't that one where, like, you fill an entire area full of arrows?
Yes.
That's a little crazy. Because I thought the only one that had availability to that spell was Rangers.
They are. Or typically they are.
Okay.
At 13th level, we have Aura of Purity and Fire Shield. And at 17th level, we have Banishing Smite and Mass Cure Wounds. Banishing Smite is a good spell.
Yeah, it's basically banishment but on a sword.
Yes. That's exactly what it is.
It's exactly what it is. I'm going to hit you so hard that you disappear.
Right. So,
you
also
have
at
to love
3rd
it.
level, you do. Also at 3rd level, your combat training and your experiments with magic have paid off in 2 ways. 1, you gain proficiency with martial weapons. 2, when you attack with a magic weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity for the attack and damage rolls.
I like that.
I do too. It reminds me a little bit of the Hexblade.
Yes. Yeah, well, they're using the charisma. Yeah, but such a great thing for them to be able to do.
And it puts them in the position of being a seriously upfront fighter.
Well, you get the martial weapons, which is always a good thing.
Right, so you could take a greatsword if you wanted to.
Yep. Yeah, you're using your intelligence modifier, and you're still getting all of the infusions. You're still getting, you know, a lot of the other artificer spells, which we'll probably have time to go over. It's, yeah, not bad at all.
No. Also, at 3rd level, your tinkering has borne you a faithful companion, a steel defender. It's friendly to you and your companions, and it obeys your commands. You determine the creature's appearance and whether it has 2 or 4 legs. Your choice has no effect on its game statistics. In combat, the defender shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action.
Mm-hmm.
That action can be won in its stat block or some other action. If you are incapacitated, the defender can take any action of its choice, not just dodge. If the mending spell is cast on it, it regains 2d6 hit points. If it has died within the last hour, you can use your smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided you are within 5 feet of it and you expend a spell slot at first level or higher. The Steel Defender returns to life after 1 minute with all of its hit points restored. At the end of a long rest, you can create a new Steel Defender if you have Smith's tools with you. If you already have a Defender from this feature, the first one immediately perishes. The Defender also perishes if you die.
Oh. I knew a little bit about this because when you gave me that boon where you can take... there's a level... I think it's a level 2 or level 3 boon that allows you to take another subclass in your overall class. And
Right.
that was when I was playing. So this was the bonus subclass that I took. So I knew a little bit, but that was so long ago. And I never actually completed that character sheet to incorporate all of this because it's just so much.
It is so much.
So when you're trying to do the armor stuff and all that kind of... it just gets... No wonder they only allow you one subclass.
Yeah, it's a little broken when you have 2.
Alright, pardon me for just a second here. I wish for sanity. And I wish for sunrise. Sorry, gotta talk to the monkey paw to drop my sanity.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we probably should get that crucifix out of there. Or not. Oh! Alrighty. What are you doing in there, Grandma? Alright, so you were talking about the Steel Defender. What's, was there anything else with that?
With the Steel Defender?
Yeah.
No. I have its stat block, but it'd be kind of moot to go through it all.
Okay. I mean, I know it's got some great hit points. It's got some good hit points.
It does have good hit points. 2 plus your intelligence modifier, so say 7.
Yeah.
Plus 5 times your Artificer level.
Wow. Okay, so a level 20 Artificer. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's 100 hit points. Plus what?
They have plus 2 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty beefy up there at high levels.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got a speed of 40 feet. It has dexterity and constitution as saving throws, so it does have saving throws. It has athletics and perception as skills.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs.
It's immune to poison,
Mm-hmm.
the charmed condition, exhausted condition, and poisoned condition.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it has
Well,
dark
it's-
vision out to 60 feet.
Well, it's nice that it can't be exhausted. I mean, you have a watch guard. You have a
Yep.
guard dog.
You do.
Yeah, but the Artificers get some really great spells. I mean, we talked about some of them with these subclasses. And I really hope they come out with another book that has even more. Like we said, like that poisoner I think would be great. Another one I think would be really fun for the Artificer would be one that focuses more on creating constructs.
That would be cool. But they do also get a spell called Create Construct.
Oh, that's right. You can create, yeah, just little, yeah, little baby, like you could take a mug and make it into a robot. It's kind of fun. I used that a couple of times. How did I forget that? How did I forget that? We even used it as a guidance package on a, or we were going to.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I remember it.
We had to drop an artifact into a gravity well. And we didn't want to get too close to the gravity well because obviously you'll get sucked in. So I was going to use, because these little things last for like 8 hours. Let me see if I could find that spell. It is such a great spell. It really is. Oh, there's backgrounds, there's guilds. There's so much stuff in this book. I do highly recommend picking it up if you haven't already. Obviously, we're not sponsored, but there's so many great subclasses in this book. There's stuff in here for the DMs as far as like traps, monsters. There's even, I think there's even like riddles and stuff in here. There's a whole chapter on sidekicks.
I haven't read that chapter yet.
Oh, it's on. It starts at page 142. So like you can give everybody a you know, a sidekick. There's stuff in here. It is just, there's riddles, there's traps, there's maps. It's just chocked full of stuff. There's puzzles. Sorry, I'm looking for the spells and I can't seem to find them. But the problem with Tasha's is that a lot of the spells that are in here that are listed for these subclasses aren't actually in Tasha's. Now they do tell you where to find them, so it's not, you know, it's, excuse me, it's not a bad thing. I'm not seeing. Oh, here we go. Trying to think, was that a second or third? Catapult, continual flame, great food and water. I think it was actually animate objects, which is a 5th level spell. Let's see here. Spells 105. It's called a table of contents for a reason. Use it, blast. Okay, here we go. So that was animate objects, right? That's kind of what I think it is. I know it's 3 little creatures. What is? Oh, okay. So it's not actually. It must be in the. It must be in the player's handbook.
I think it is.
It's either that or Xanthar's. I'll just Google it. It's not a big deal. Animate object 5e. Here we go. Yep, objects come to life in your command. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects within that range that are not being worn or carried. Medium targets count as 2 objects. Large targets count as 4. Huge targets count as 8 objects. You can't animate any object larger than huge. Each target animates and becomes a creature under your control until the spell ends. So...
yeah.
Now they can attack. But I was gonna,
but they can carry a payload.
Yeah, I was going to cast this, and we were going to strap one of them to the artifact, but I think we ended up not doing that, if I remember correctly.
No, you didn't.
'Cause there are times that even I go, you know what, that's a little bit too broken. No, I never say that. But yeah, no, they get a... Yeah, that's a great... I mean, it's a 5th level spell, so, like, you're really using, like, your high-end stuff for that.
So let's see here. At 5th level, we gain an extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
At 9th level, we have an ability called Arcane Jolt. You've learned new ways to channel arcane energy to harm or heal. When either you hit a target with a magic weapon attack, or your steel defender hits a target, you can channel magical energy through the strike to create one of the following effects. The target takes an extra 2d6 force damage, or choose one creature or object you can see within 30 feet of the target. Healing energy flows into the chosen recipient, restoring 2d6 hit points to it. You can use this energy a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, but you can do so no more than once per turn. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, the extra 2d6 force damage, say 5 times per day, is kind of nice. But on the healing side of it, restoring 2d6 hit points, you're looking at a range of 2 to 12. And when you're at 9th level, that's not going to make much of a dent. I wouldn't use this unless I was within 30 feet of someone who was unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get the fighter up, you want to get the barbarian up. You know, it's getting people back on their feet.
Okay, so at 15th level, we have Improved Defender. Your Arcane Jolt and Steel Defender become more powerful. The extra damage and the healing of your Arcane Jolt both increase to 46. Okay, so it improves. Your Steel Defender gains a +2 bonus to armor class. And whenever your Steel Defender uses its deflect attack, the attacker takes force damage equal to 1d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. All right, yeah, not a bad deal.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that it's kind of restricted to your intelligence modifier.
Well, I mean, it's just extra damage.
Oh, no, I meant per day.
You're talking about the 15th level ability, right? Improved Defender?
Yeah, isn't that once per day, or is that just... No, I guess not.
No,
That's all passive.
that's every time.
Yeah, that's all passive. Wow. Well, let me read what Deflect Attack does. It's a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see that is within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than the defender.
Yeah,
So
it's doing its job.
It's just free damage.
Yeah. You're putting this. I love how it's a bear in the book, and you can use a tiger, a lion, a large dog, because this is a medium creature.
It is.
But yeah, you're putting this right on the front line alongside your fighters, your barbarians, possibly your hexblades, your College of Swords bards, things of that nature. And while in of itself it doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage, 1d8 plus your proficiency bonus. I always forget what PB stands for.
Yeah, I do too.
My brain automatically goes peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yes, it's hurling jars of peanut butter at your enemies. Nut allergies for everybody.
Oh my god.
What is that? I guess there isn't one where you... About to say, wouldn't it be fun to have a spell where like you can give somebody like a ridiculous vulnerability? Like not so much to like lightning, thunder, or fire, or cold or something like that, but you are vulnerable to pollen.
Oh my god, that would be hysterical.
Going to give you allergies,
Vulnerable to pollen.
Need to make a con save before all of your attacks, otherwise you sneeze and miss your attack.
That would be funny as shit.
But yeah,
we need to think up more of these.
You're sticking this thing right up on the front line with your fighters and stuff, and
yep.
Hopefully the bad guy falls for it and tries to attack that fighter or that barbarian or whoever is right there with you, and this thing can then turn around and deal 1d4 plus 5 in force damage. And force damage is a very rare thing to have an immunity or
even a resistance too.
Resistance, thank you. That's the word I couldn't think of. So yeah, dealing force damage is huge. Now it's not a lot. It's 1d4 plus your intelligence, so you're talking 9 points of damage at the most. Unless you got one of those crazy boons that you boost one of your stats to 30 and get a plus 10.
Yeah. You know what though? It's the little damage that chips away at the enemy. I mean, it's free damage every round. You're imposing disadvantage, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like those extra 9 points of damage really add up.
And this is doing it to any creature. Like, it doesn't say the creature that it's attacking has to be within 5 feet of you. It just has to be attacking another creature, and it has to be 5 feet and 5 feet from the attacker. So if you have 2 or 3 people that are kind of taking up spaces around this bad guy, if he tries to attack anybody but this steel defender, this bear gets to do that.
Yep.
Because the deflect attack... Oh, it is a reaction. I'm sorry. Never mind. It says right there, reaction. Alright, so you're doing it once per round. But, like you said, it's little stuff.
Well,
but combining
look
that
at
with
the
the Arcane
combat.
Jolt...
Yeah.
Now that's limited to your intelligence modifier. But it's 4d6.
Yeah, at 15th level, it jumps up. It becomes a lot better.
Oh. Okay, so Arcane Jolt. When either you hit a target with a magical weapon attack or your steel defender hits a target, you can channel magical energy through the strike to create one of the following effects. Wow, okay, so that is stacking with improved defender. So your defender is then going to take, going to do that damage of 1d4 plus your intelligence modifier. But because it struck with its attack, you now get to use your Arcane Jolt and deal an additional 4d6 damage.
Oh, that's clever.
And that's force damage as well.
Very clever.
Or you can heal somebody for 4d6.
Yeah. 4d6.
Okay. Not as broken as some of
Not
the other
bad.
combos we found.
No.
But, oh wow, look at the
Still-
time.
Oh, geez.
Alrighty, well, we got to wrap it up. Thank you, Mr. Faust, for joining us tonight. I had a lot of fun talking about the Artificer. We're going to have to get together sometime this week and talk about what we want to do for Monday. I think, just off the top of my head, I thought we were talking about feats. Just kind of going through a couple from maybe like out of the player's handbook and like one other book of our choice. And we don't need to spend a lot of time on them. Just kind of a brief description. Hey, this would be really handy for this class and this race or something like that. And go from there. So if you guys have any ideas out there in chat, let us know down below. You can comment on any of my videos. I read all of the comments. You guys know I reply to you. But anyways, we got to let Mr. Faust go. Thank you so much. I will see you next week, Monday at 6:30, and for Phasmophobia and Talking D&D.
Sounds good, Blast. Thanks for having me on. Everyone listening, thank you too. See you next Monday.
All right, see you next week. Alrighty, everybody, that was Mr. Faust in Talking D&D, the Artificer. Nice class. It's one of the newer ones. Again, it's kind of the Tasha's book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. I've played the armor a couple of times, had a lot of fun. Definitely got some ideas for our next campaign. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, as far as the Phasmo goes, we had a couple of good hunts there. We had a poltergeist that didn't want to do his ability, which really kind of irritated me. And then we had a mimic. I knew it was a mimic. I knew it. Oh, I was so mad at myself when I saw that. And I still picked... what was it? I forget. But, hey, this stuff happens. I'm not perfect. But let's see. We have Kai on, it looks like. I know he wanted to play a little bit of Rainbow. And I'm down for that as well. If you're still on, Kai, are you down for some Rainbow? All right, let's do this real quick. Yeah, but let us know down in the comments what you guys want us to talk about for D&D, 5e. We went through all the different classes, some of the subclasses. If there was any subclasses we missed that you really want us to talk about, I'm more than happy to do that. I know there's a lot of really good ones that we didn't go over. And it's mostly just time. And I don't want to spend, multiple episodes on the same class. But if you guys are interested, I'm more than happy to do it. But yeah, a lot of fun with Phasmo tonight. Sorry about no video this morning. Sunday was kind of crazy with Little Pooper's birthday party and all that. So please forgive me for that. But I should have a video out. Well, I'll have the live stream out tomorrow. And then, yeah, I'll have the live stream out tomorrow. Come on. There we go. And I don't know if I'm going to have a Rainbow video out tomorrow or not. Not 100% certain, honestly. Sorry, just switching over to Rainbow here for a second. My OBS is having a fit. It doesn't know what to look for. Here we go. Alright, let's just finish out with a little bit of Rainbow. Hopefully Cobra texts us back. I was playing a little bit yesterday, man, and it was tough. Oh, it was tough yesterday with Rainbow. It was like playing Pro League or something. It was crazy. Some of these peaks that these guys were doing is just absolutely nuts. Alright, well, if he comes on, he gets on. If not, let's just jump into a quick match real quick. I think we got time for 1 or 2 matches. Oh. Oh, joining a match
Friendly
already in
drone deployed.
progress.
Op 4 is reinforcing its location. 5 seconds.
Always fun.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Yeah, sorry guys. In the great words of Homie the Clown, homie, don't play that. Another already in progress match.
Bomb located by Op 4.
What the heck? And they're TKing each other, so you know that's a great match. You know, very friendly when they're TKing their own team. Lawful neutral. That's a fun alignment. That's Captain Picard. He's lawful neutral. I like that. All right, CCTV and cash room. I wonder if we can get away with it. Let's go shipping dock sledge. And we'll see if we can come in through master bedroom and gym.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
But I'm hoping the new map in Phasmo comes out soon. I can't wait to do content on that. Alright, we're gonna sit over
Insertion in 10
here.
seconds.
Hopefully they don't reinforce that.
5 seconds to insertion.
Foreign spawn peeking.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Oof, let's turn that voice chat down a little bit. I turned it up because the other team I was playing with was really quiet, and 100% just a little bit too loud.
Reloading. Cover me.
Just a tad bit too loud there.
Come. Come.
There's somebody in master.
Disabling electronics. Coming up.
They're dead.
Finding a vent.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs. One Op 4 remaining.
Woo!
Down to one friendly.
Gotcha,
Op
bitch.
4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Yeah. That wall used to be soft at the top. I don't know what happened there. That Frost sure shit the bed, didn't she?
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Oops. Fat fingered. I wonder if she's going to do it again. That would be fun. Don't you
10
think?
seconds to insertion.
Or maybe they'll reinforce it.
5 seconds.
Oh,
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location.
Oh, my
and
spawn
defuse it.
peak garage.
Doc isn't around gym and master bedroom. Or at least I believe it's Doc.
Changing max. Let's go. I need with the EMP one.
We'll drop the diffuser.
Replicator online.
Ah,
Friendly operator remaining.
damn it, my mouse didn't work. What is going on here? Oh, I had to set up for Phasmo, that's why. Rainbow Six Siege. There we go. Much better. Much better.
15 seconds left. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Op 4 last operator standing. You've run out of time.
It's alright, I'll get him on defense. Bedroom gym. Ooh, that's a tough one. Can't really use mute. I'm gonna have to go Cade.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
Shield deployed.
Yeah, 10 seconds to insertion.
Replicate powered up.
5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 is located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
My artillery is on.
Surya is armed.
Red share, red.
Come get me! I'm right here!
Move to your right next time you come up the stairs.
Just you and me!
CCE ready for...
One Op 4 remaining.
Last construction.
I'm watching the door.
Yeah.
Nah, she jumped out. I hear her on the outside.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission
Nice.
successful.
Nice.
Cash room CCTV. Okay. Well, hey, we won the first time. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Be ready to eliminate hostiles. Down to 10 seconds.
Let's release a wire up.
5 seconds. Changing mag!
Keep us secured!
Enough prancing around. Time to take them down.
Catwalk land.
Thermite dead.
Nice.
There's a Kledge drone.
Coming from New Hatch.
Got it. Ah,
Jaeger
behind
has dropped.
IQ. IQ construction.
Jaeger behind you.
The bomb diffuser has been successfully deployed. One friendly remaining. Diffuser located. Disable it.
Good try.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
They had drones everywhere, man.
ready to engage Op 4.
Look, I'm just bitching, but that pissed me off.
Oh, I know, dude. I hear you.
Can someone make rotation? Rotation. I need rotation, please.
I'm gonna be playing underneath. I'm
10
sorry.
seconds.
I need my things for plant.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Dude, that's the stuff I was running into last night. I had a couple matches. I went like 0-5. I'm like, what the hell? And it was all like jiggle peak. Must have had their left and right on their left and right mouse button. Like, how in the hell do you humanly do that?
Deployed a diffuser. You need to destroy it. Diffuser located. Protect the bombs and disable the diffuser.
Why is this guy just down here, bro? This is so annoying.
Last operator
Somebody
standing.
lion red stare. Oh my god, they're everywhere.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Oh, of course, I'm the kill. Yeah. All right. Oh, so close to another level of the battle pass. Alrighty, folks. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream there. Yay! My name's on... Okay, I get it. So, hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like the stream, go ahead and give us a like. Let me know down below what your favorite part of the whole Talking D&D thing was. You know, I liked Wizard. The Sorcerer was fun. Druids are great. But let us know what your favorite class is down below. So thanks for watching. If you like it, go ahead and give it a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have subscribed, thank you guys so much. I do cherish each and every one of you. But I need you to do 3 little things for me. I need you to tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and shout it from the rooftops. Like, comment, and subscribe to Blast338. Have a great time, and we'll see you at the next stream. Peace.